Well, welcome back to the Business of Being Black with Tammi Mack. The business of being Black today is the political filibuster and whether it should stay alive or die. Please welcome political contributor Kara Davis to the show, the operations director for Soul Strategies, Amani Wells Anyoha. Radio and television commentator Mo Kelly is here, and the executive director of Seeking Educational Excellence, Charles Love, is here as well. So let's go here. Is the Senate's blockage to advance voting rights a threat to our democracy? Is it a threat?
I wouldn't say it's a threat. I would say it's an obstacle. A threat would say to me that if we don't do this, then we'll have irrevocable consequences. I don't think it's that. I think we're stuck at a point where we are not negotiating in the Senate or even in the House in good faith. We're not talking about a time where Tip O'Neill was Speaker of the House and Ronald Reagan was president, and they disagreed and they found some way to agree on something. We have a legislative body now in the House and Senate which has no desire to agree. And when you don't have any desire to agree, then the filibuster takes on an added importance and consequence. So I don't know if it's a threat to our democracy, but it's an obstacle that I'm not sure we can get over in the near term.
Kira, you talked about how the filibuster is good if you're on one side of the coin when it's good, or maybe not so good if you're on another side of the coin. It's only going to work for you when it works for you. So getting rid of it might not be the best idea. I want to take this back to 2006. 17 Republicans, including Senator Mitch McConnell, supported the Voting Rights Act enacted to combat the racist voting laws of the Jim Crow era. Why are they changing their past positions now?
I don't think they're changing their past positions. This bill is not that bill, which is why I was saying, read the bill. I actually did a whole breakdown on my podcast about I actually read Georgia bill line for line on my podcast and Texas bill line for line, so people could be informed about what's in it, because we've been talking a lot on air and off air about how divided the Senate is, and Congress in general. But the truth is, it's us. They're the symptom, but we're the ones who are divided. And I think a lot of times we're depending on too much on other people to give us our descriptions and information, and some of the heat. Not the passion, but some of the heat and the vitriol might be taken out of these conversations if we all had a better understanding of what's being debated. So this bill is not the same as that bill. This bill has this is why I was saying that this bill is going to have a constitutional challenge, and you can ask any constitutional scholar, it has some problems in it. So that could cause a problem for the Democrats down the road. And you have to understand there are things that Democrats don't want to have to go out in public and explain either, like the idea of what they're going to do if it does get struck down on the Supreme Court level. And then Amani she made an excellent point earlier when she was talking in favor of getting rid of the filibuster. She said, I don't know what Democrats are going to run on. If they don't get this passed and they don't force through the legislation that we want, we being people on that side of the voting fence, then what accomplishments do they have to run on? I mean, the way things are looking now, it's, empty shelves and war is on the horizon and gas is record levels and schools are closed. Open.
Hey, Tammi, I gotta jump in there if I may. The past is prologue. The same thing was said about Obamacare. If you pass this, we don't know if it's constitutional. It may be sent up to the Supreme Court. John Roberts is Chief Justice. It might get shot down. And then what will the Democrats have with that? And that goes back to my original point. You have to govern in the moment. You have to do what you can now. You can't worry about what the Supreme Court might do if they find it unconstitutional. You need to pass this because you need to worry about the 22 midterms. You have to worry about the 2024 general election. You have to govern as if your political lives depend upon it, not what the Supreme Court might do if you get it passed.